Let's now get you some live updates on the campaign trail with DD India Shubhendu Ghosh joining us live from Atlanta, Georgia. Hi there, Shubhendu. Just 4 days left now. Both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris still sticking to making all efforts to bump up their numbers in the battleground states, or are they also trying to pay attention to states where their leads are not as comfortable as they would like them to be?
Hello, Gautam. Well, past few days, we've seen the entire focus has been on the swing states or the battleground states. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump yesterday were canvassing through Arizona and Nevada, important battleground states. Today, the focus is going to be on Wisconsin. I am here in Atlanta, Georgia, which is another key swing state in these U.S. elections. We also saw them campaign here in a very intense fashion. The focus is now really on keeping the flock together. By that I mean the core supporter group. Both the leaders want to make sure that there is no split in that vote. Just for an example, in Georgia, which has a significant black American population, which traditionally would support the Democrats, there have been concerns if Donald Trump could, through his influence, through his rhetoric, chip away some of the black male voters towards himself. Similarly, it's a very strong traditional Republican base that Donald Trump has. But the kind of narrative that Kamala Harris has presented, especially over the issue of women's rights and the issue of abortion, the Republicans must be concerned if white women voters could in fact be interested in Kamala Harris's narrative and may in fact also support her, even though largely they support the Republican ideology. So in that sense, we see the battleground state really facing the heat of the election campaigning as we speak. And it is likely to continue till the big day, November 5th, election day in America.
All right. Now, Shubhendu, apart from all the other issues ranging from the economy to immigration to health, issues like the language of violence and distrust in the electoral process also keep cropping up during the campaigning. But contentious as they may be, are any of them capable of shifting the needle decisively at this late stage in a tighter than ever race?
It's a hugely important perspective, Gautam, that you've just highlighted. And we see that in the run-up to the big election day, the political discourse has become very sharp, very problematic terms have been used. So if a leader refers to a certain race and population, or the supporters refer to them as floating garbage, or another opposition leader gives it back and says that the supporters of a particular leader are equivalent to garbage. There are a couple of things that is happening with this sort of a political discourse and hateful rhetoric. One is that it contributes to polarization. We understand that it works like a strategic dog whistling to one's own supporters to really make sure that you divide your supporters and the opponents in clear numbers. That is one. And also these remarks about potential fraud, problems with the electioneering system. What it does, we see, is that it induces a certain nervousness in the electoral system. We've been reporting for the past few weeks that in the run-up to the big election day and the results, there is a nervousness in the system as to what kind of outcome, what kind of backlash could one witness, and if it would be a repeat of the previous presidential elections. The security has been heightened, not just of the candidates, but mind you, of the polling officials. Places where polling is taking place will take place on November 5th. Bulletproof glasses, drone surveillance, these are technologies that many here say were not considered for just ordinary polling officials, but now it is being done. It's being done because the environment is very charged up. Every leader wants to believe that it is either going to be their victory or an election fraud. So that kind of a trust deficit does percolate down into the system and make the whole process problematic.
Yes, certainly, especially if I have people like Donald Trump saying that leaders like Liz Cheney should face a firing squad just to know what facing guns feels like. It just adds a very, very disturbing color to the entire exercise. But I'll have to let you go at the moment, Shubhendu. Happy tracking the elections till Election Day, Super Tuesday. Thanks for joining us for the moment.